Morning. It's Easter Sunday, a bit cold. And we're going to do a tour of the garden. So here we are, the garden. Come up to a lovely archway. It's a bit dead at the moment because of the beans. Past me lemon tree. Looking pretty good. The chook. Just chilling. Ooh, hang on. Dog doing a wee. That's fine. Let's go in. Oh, here we are. Bit of a mess at the moment. Got a couple of fruit trees. Plum tree. Had been suffering from some black caterpillars. Hopefully it's okay now. Oh, correction, pear tree. Plum tree's looking good. Anyway, it's my bucket. Here's a bed that I've recently planted out. Doesn't quite as much happening. It's not actually pre-germinated, some parsnip seeds in that container inside. I didn't have room, but now they're in here in 3 rows. So hopefully they germinate. Here I've got some really tiny brassicas of some sort. It's only 4 that I germinated from seed. I think they're probably cauliflower, I don't know. These ones are an Italian sprouting broccoli, which I've got 6 of. Again from seed, again quite small but look quite healthy. There's a bit of silver beet in there. Just trust me. And there's some lettuce as well. So moving now to another bed that I sort of cleared out yesterday. You can see I cleared out a lot of the watermelons and cucumber vines, cantaloupes. And these are the cantaloupes here. They haven't actually ripened up that well, but I'm going to let them sit for a bit and see what happens. There's a bit of stuff in here. It was a bit of a mishmash. It was poorly timed on my account, which is pretty standard for these beds, but there's a bit of silver beet in there. This is where the melons were, and I rejuvenated it with some chicken manure composty stuff. Got some kale in there, which is looking pretty good. That should go all winter, hopefully. And this is the last, or sort of the last of the tomatoes. They're a pretty good size. I'm not sure, given the cooler nights though, if they're going to ripen off or not, but we'll see. Turning around, this is another bit of a mixture bed. Got some cabbages in. One of them's been destroyed by butterflies. A couple of rows of carrots in here which are not yet sprouting. I'm expecting in the next few days. And more kale. This is the Tuscan kale, so I've never grown it before. This is some onions I've got in a tray, which I'll plant out probably in a week or so. And again, this is the last of the other tomatoes, Roma tomatoes. I was really late on these, on purpose, but I don't know if they're going to make it or not. They're still flowering, and we've got some warm weather to come, so we'll see. There's odds and ends again. It's a bit of a kohlrabi, which is refusing to fatten up. This is a chili plant, which has done well. Zucchini, last of the zucchinis, but there's a few good ones on there. Yeah. Now to my favourite bed. Brassicas and all sorts. It's looking really healthy. I've got some lettuces planted around the edge. You can see. Then I've got cauliflowers, which are quite young but really looking healthy. They've really taken off. The cabbage. Again, you can see it's been got out by the flutterbies, but the moss and stuff, so I've recently found an organic spray called Dipel, which I've tried. We'll see. With English spinach, which should be perpetual, hopefully. Well, certainly go for a long time. And then we've got these beautiful pak choy type things, looking really good. And a bit of celery, which will take a bit of time too. So that's my favourite bed. Oh, and in between rows, because the cabbage is going to be a bit of a longer crop. Put some beetroots in as well. This one in the middle is the permanent bed. Got 2 really healthy crowns of rhubarb, from which we've had all sorts of things, and I've actually got a rhubarb wine on brewing at the moment. I do put some marigolds in, bring the bees in. I put them in last week and they're looking really good. There's a lemon verbena, which is new addition. Peonies for that to get of a decent size, tiny bit of shade, but also some really nice lemony leaves for tea and all sorts of stuff. These are some perennial leeks that went to seed, and you can see they're starting to resprout, so I'll be able to harvest those soon and replant them. Otherwise we've got some herbs in here, some sage, a bit of chive, and a bit of sorrel, which is just fantastic for composting. This is my little seedling station. It's got some sticks in it so I can cover it up when the days are too warm. I've used it to germinate all sorts of things. You saw my onions before, but I've got some more onions here, which don't look as good, but I think they'll probably be okay. Also got some fennel starting to sprout. That's exciting. Silver beet. I've already planted a few out before, but I've got a few more there. That's another fennel. It's got some friends as well, which might come on, so that'll be good. The rest of them, there's some lettuce, there's some leeks. I don't know. I don't label them. I should, but I don't, so I don't know what's in there. Moving across, we've got Brussels sprouts. Some of them are looking really, really healthy in the plant, and again, some of them have been sort of fanged up, which is standard. And again, being a long crop, put some beetroots in the middle. Next to them is a structure for my peas, but peas have germinated horribly so far. There's really only a few, which is really disappointing. I think I might fill in the gaps, but maybe my seed was a bit old, I'm not sure. I also replanted some, I'm not sure if it's a leek, I think it might be a leek. There were where the perennial leeks were last year. They just sprouted this year, so I'll just transplant them to see what happens. The strawberries in here. What's up, kids? Yeah, some drama. The strawberries are looking really, really good. They were overshadowed by the pumpkins in summer, but now that they're out on their own, they're looking really good. We got some nice strawberries off them, but we'll continue to get more and more, I'd say, next year. Ornamental. Hopefully keep some magpies away. This is my garlic bed. This is all garlic. So half of it's been planted for a few weeks. It sprouted really well. And the other half I planted only day before yesterday, maybe Good Friday, yeah, something like that. So got about, I don't know, I suppose there's probably 35 bulbs there, and probably another 30 there, so hopefully we're getting a good crop. This bed here, I cleaned out again in the last couple of days. The last of our cherry tomatoes, and the last of our eggplants, which were really good crops both. And again, I've rejuvenated with some chicken poo infused compost. And you can see this soil needed a bit of work. So a bit of the compost and a bit of the clay loam that's in the bottom should mix up over time and balance out well. There were a few residual lettuces, so I just dug around them and spared them for now, but we'll see how they go. Plan for this bed will be probably, oh shit, chooks are in. Alright, so the chooks got in, shut the gate now, quite literally after the horses bolted. It's cost me, well, I don't know, we'll see. Probably not too much actually. Bit of lettuce. Standard. Anywho, back to this bed. Plan is to do a bit of, let it stabilise for a few days, or probably a couple of weeks actually. Although I'm pretty impatient, so I'll probably plant it out today. But some more carrots and some more beetroots probably. I've got all those onions to plant. They require long-term spots, so I think this second half will be all onions. Then this half will be rotated with carrots and beetroots and that sort of thing. This is my horseradish experiment in a pot, which I got from the neighbour. It's not looking too flash. It only got planted out day before yesterday. Keeping it wet in some nice potting mix, so we'll just have to see. That's it. Otherwise, there's just a few fruit trees which are going quite well. Lemons are the star, but I've got a couple of apples, apricot, a couple of blueberries. Just don't look that healthy, although you can tell. Yeah, Oh, there's Single Brown. Hey, Single Brown. Here we go. And the dog. If there's anything that loves chicken poo infused compost more than my broccolis, it's the dog. Alright, that's it. Neighbour's garden looks good. Oh, there's Pepper the dog watching, ever watching. Otherwise, yeah, there's at the back. That's the bit that all burnt. You can see it's all getting nice and green now. Still a few burnt patches, but perhaps black patches, but not too bad. Oh, we might look at the compost. Oh. Here's compost. It's got a ways to go. Got quite a lot of stuff in it yesterday, but down the bottom it's quite nice, so it needs a bit of turning over. Another one here. The old pickle drum. Nice. Cool. Alright, well, hope everyone's well, and show me your garden as well, because I'm bored. See ya.